All right, let's talk about something that is frankly terrifying. Online impersonation. You know that feeling that someone else is out there pretending to be you? It's a really serious issue, and knowing what to do is your absolute first line of defense. So let's dive right in.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Is someone else out there living your life online? It's a properly chilling thought, isn't it? That someone could just snatch your name, your photos, your whole identity. In this digital world we all live in, it's become a frighteningly real possibility. But, and this is the important bit, it's one you can absolutely fight back against.
Right then. Before we can fight it, we need to understand it. So, first things first, let's get to grips with the problem itself. What is online impersonation really, and why on earth do people do it?
Well, at its core, it's actually pretty simple. It's when someone takes your identity, your name, your pictures, bits and pieces of your life, and just creates a fake presence online without your permission. And with how easy it is to set up a new social media account these days, well, you can see why this has become such a massive growing problem. So why do they do it? The motivations can be all over the place, really. Sometimes it's about money, trying to scam your friends and family. Other times it's just malicious, designed to completely ruin your reputation, personally or professionally. And in the worst cases, they're using your good name to commit serious fraud or other crimes. But whatever the reason, let's be clear. The intent is always, always nasty.
And this is the thing, right? The damage isn't just stuck behind a screen. Oh no, it bleeds into the real world in some really, really serious ways. So let's take a proper look at just how damaging this can be, because it's a lot. Okay, look, first and foremost, if this is happening to you, it is incredibly stressful. The feeling of being violated, of being helpless, it causes a huge amount of anxiety and distress, and it's so important for you to know that feeling that way is completely 100% valid.
I mean, just think about it for a second. An imposter could be posting absolutely anything under your name. They can destroy relationships with friends, with family, cause immense damage to your professional life, all while they're just hiding behind your face. It's a total nightmare.
And this is where it gets even more severe. If an impersonator uses your identity to commit fraud, guess who the consequences can fall on? You. You could find yourself being blacklisted by banks, by credit agencies, all because of something you didn't even do.
And then there's the absolute worst case scenario. If your imposter commits a crime using your name, it could literally be your door that the police come knocking on. And this is exactly why you cannot afford to just suffer in silence and hope it all just goes away. It won't. Okay, that was the heavy part, I know. But now for the empowering part, because there are immediate practical steps you can take to fight back and start taking back control. So let's talk about what you need to do right now.
These 3 steps are absolutely crucial, so listen up. First, document everything. Take screenshots of the fake profiles, the messages, the posts, all of it. This is your evidence. Second, warn everyone in your network. Put a post on your real accounts, send emails, send texts, whatever it takes. Let your friends and family know what's happening so they don't get scammed. And third, and this is obvious but vital, report that fake account directly to the social media platform.
Now, here's a really crucial point about reporting. Even if the social media platform is slow to respond, and let's be honest, sometimes they are, or even if they don't seem to do anything at all, you must still report it. Why? Because it creates an official record that you've done your bit, and that record will be absolutely vital if you need to take things further legally. Which, of course, brings us neatly onto the law. Understanding where you stand legally here in the UK is the key to finding a permanent solution. And, well, it's a little bit more complex than you might think. So here's the big question most people have. Is impersonation itself actually illegal in the UK? And the answer, which might surprise you, is generally no. The only real exceptions are if someone is impersonating a police officer or solicitor. But don't worry, that is definitely not the end of the story. Because here's the thing. While the act of impersonating you might not be a specific crime, the actions that impersonator takes almost always are. And these actions tend to fall into 2 main camps. You've got civil wrongdoings, stuff like defamation or breach of your privacy, and then you've got criminal offenses like fraud or harassment. And this is where the law can really, really help you. So, when the social media platforms are failing to act and the harassment is just continuing, taking legal action is often the most effective and, frankly, the most definitive way to shut it all down for good. And this is exactly why getting proper legal advice is such a game changer. When a solicitor can go to a social media platform and show them that you have what's called a legal cause of action, basically a solid legal reason to sue, like defamation or harassment, it puts immense pressure on them. They have to take you seriously and remove the content. It's often the key that unlocks the whole mess. So, where do you turn for that kind of help? Look, this is a really complex area of law, so you want to go to specialists. We actually recommend the firm that's behind our source material for this explainer, Cohen Davis Solicitors. They are genuine experts in online harassment and impersonation cases right here in the UK.
So if you're facing this situation, please don't hesitate to get that professional support. You can reach them on their free phone number, which is 0800 612 7211, or you can find them online at harassmentlawyer.co.uk. Getting that expert advice really is the ultimate step towards getting this sorted.
And we'll leave you with this thought. Your online identity is a huge part of who you are today. It's yours, and it absolutely deserves to be protected. So the question is, who are you letting control it? Some faceless stranger hiding behind a screen? Or are you going to take the steps to own it yourself?